Welcome to today's practice. I'm here in the wilderness of Vallejo in my garden, and the birds are a-chirping. We've got some squirrels. My cat, Sally Cat, is here as always, so you might hear some wilderness sounds today. We're going to start seated, and we'll be doing a twisting practice today. So we're going to come to seated cross legs. It's helpful to sit on a bolster or a blanket. It just helps you sit a little taller, so if you have something like that, go ahead, sit on it. And you could sit in any seated variation that you prefer. Cross legs if you can. So sitting tall, just notice if the lower back is rounding at all. Place your hands on your thighs and let your eyes close. By orienting the attention of the mind towards the breath, towards the body. Inhalation, allow the body to expand out into the space around you. And then see how long and extended the exhale can be. Again, the inhalation, body expanding out. And exhale, the slow emptying of the breath. A visual that's been helping me lately, I think of a barrel with rings that hold the barrel together. And so I envision a ring around the full circumference of my waist, a ring around the full circumference of my rib cage, and a ring all the way across the collarbone line, the armpit region, a full ring across the back. So as you breathe, can you expand into all of those rings? With every exhale, there's a gentle retraction. Continuing to slow down the breath. Build on this. So join the palms together, and as the palms press together, sit a little taller, lengthen the spine vertically with a big inhale, and then with your exhale, keep your hips rooted and revolve your ribs to the right. With your inhale, come back to center, and with your exhale, revolve your ribs to the left. That's your pattern. Inhale, center. Exhale, revolving. Keep moving with your breath. Please note here, it's not the hands or the head that creates the twist. The hands remain perched right at the center of the chest the whole time. Every time you exhale and twist, the abdominal center draws in gently, which fuels the rotation of the rib cage. Every time you exhale and twist, one side of the rib cage pulls back and around, while the other side moves forward and around. exhale and twist to the right, pause. Keep breathing here. You're going to feel that the abdominal center really needs to lift here to sustain the twist. Stay here, but with your inhale, sit a little taller. And then with your exhale, right hand comes behind you to the ground. Left hand's going to cross over to the outer thigh or knee for leverage to deepen the twist. Okay, so we build on this now. With your inhale, lengthen your side bodies, lift the top of the chest up. And with your exhale, deepen your twist to the right. You animate the twist with your breath. Mechanics of the twist. Every time you exhale, the abdominal center draws in and it fuels the deepening of the twist. Right side ribs pull back and around. Left side ribs are moving forward and around. Give it one more cycle of breath. Gently look over the right shoulder. And then from here, slowly untwist. Come back to center, palms together. We're very excited today. A big inhale, so Sally Cat. Big inhale, sit tall. And with your exhale, revolve your ribs to the left. Pause here. Keep breathing as you sustain the twist. You're really going to feel the abdominal muscles lifting. With your next inhalation, sit a little taller. And then with the exhale, left hand behind you on the ground. Right hand crosses over to grab the outer thigh. So we have some external leverage now. Keep breathing. Inhale, sit tall. Top of the chest lifts. Exhale, deepen the twist to the left. Keep deepening the twist with every round of breath. And we know the mechanics of the twist. The exhale, the abdominal center draws in. That's the power for the twist. Left side ribs pull back. Right side ribs move forward and around. Final round of breath. You're going to look over your left shoulder gently. Good. And then from here, slowly untwist. Come back to center. And just turn the palms up for a moment. Backs of the hands rest on the thighs. Let the eyes close. And move your breath to survey any new space you sense in yourself. When we twist with deep breath, we are stretching our breathing muscles, the diaphragm, the intercostal muscles, the muscles between the ribs. So it's not a hyperbole, it's not a metaphor here when we say that we're increasing the internal space. We are literally increasing the ability to breathe more deeply. So survey the space now. From here, we'll slowly transition to all fours. Hands and knees come on forward. You can put your bolster aside. Coming to all fours, spreading the fingers. Pardon me. And then you're going to come right into your cat-cow. So with your inhale, arch your back, open your chest forward. And with your exhale, round the spine into cat pose. Move with your slowest breath. You're articulating the curves of the spine. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Do one more round, cat and then cow. Good. Return to a neutral spine. Now from here, you're going to walk the hands forward a few inches, spreading your fingers as we prepare for our twist. So the left arm's going to reach wide and maybe up with a big inhale. Left arm's up. And then with the exhale, slide the left arm underneath the right. You're going to tuck your left shoulder underneath. Outer left shoulder, left side of the head rests on the ground. And then reposition your right hand. Make a handprint with your right hand for leverage. Right elbow points up as you spin your ribs to the right. Both sit bones point straight back behind you, dynamic breath. Okay, if there's a variation you prefer here, I love to slide my right arm forward and come onto my right fingertips for a little more extension. You can add any variation here. Final cycle of breath. And then slowly untwist, we'll return to all fours. Hands slightly forward, we're preparing for the second side. So the right arm's gonna reach wide and maybe up, that's your inhale. And then with your exhale, slide your right arm underneath your left. Tuck the right shoulder underneath. You reposition your left hand, make that handprint with your left hand, the left elbow points up. Help spin the ribs to the left. Both sit bones point straight back behind you. Find your dynamic breath. Okay, if you're adding a variation, if you did so on the first side, do it here. I like to slide my left hand forward towards the top of the mat, coming onto my left fingertips. Final round of breath. Good. And then from here, slowly untwist, return to all fours. We're going to come into our first downward dog. Spread the fingers, curl the toes under, lift the hips up and back. First downward dog, you give yourself a little time to move, just to explore how you're feeling today. So maybe bending, pedaling the legs. And eventually coming to two equal legs in your downward dog. Thighs are pressing back as the heels reach down. We'll give it a final round of breath. Okay. From here, walk your hands back to your feet. Coming to the forward fold at the back of your mat. Feet are parallel, legs could bend any amount, and the head be completely free here to hang. And then as you're ready, you'll interlace your fingers behind your back, reach your arms away from you, shoulder blades glide in, deep breath here. Remember the rings of the barrel visual that helps us find all the regions that the breath can move and explore. One more big inhale here. And then with your exhale, release the arms down. And then you're going to walk your hands forward to your plank pose. So walk your hands forward until you've unfolded the front of the body entirely. And always drop the knees to the ground as needed. Plug the thumbs and the index fingers into the ground and reach your heels back towards the back of your mat. Tailbone reaches back towards the heels. Breath is steady and consistent. Good, a big inhale here. Exhale's downward dog. Okay, we're going to begin to move with breath, slow motion. So with your inhale, shift forward to the plank, activate the stillness of the plank. And then exhale is the downward dog. Stay until you're empty of breath, press the tops of the thighs back. Do it again. Inhale is the shifting forward. Front body lifts into the back body. Exhale is the downward dog. Keep moving at your own pace. Last one, big inhale into the plank. Good. Exhales, downward dog. Pause here for a round of breath. Good. And then end of your exhale, walk or step the feet forward between the hands. Inhale to arch up halfway, lengthen the front of your torso. And exhale to fold. Rise with your inhale, stand tall, reach up. Exhale, hands together at the heart. We're moving right into our half Surya Namaskar, our half sun salute. Slow breath. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, dive forward into the fold. Inhale, arch and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Rise with your inhale. Maybe you can draw in a little more air as you reach up. Exhale, hands together at the heart. Do it again. Feel free to move slower than my voice. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale. Inhale, arch to lengthen. Exhale, fold. Rise with your inhale, reaching up. Exhale, hands together at the heart. Last one, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arch up halfway. This time on exhale, take a big step back with your left foot, releasing the back knee down to the ground in the low lunge. Releasing the back toes, we're going to reach both arms to the sky, bending deep into the front leg. Bend deep into the front leg. As you lift your abdominal muscles, we're going to add some movement here. With your inhale, cactus arms. Glide the shoulder blades behind the heart. Look up, lift the chin if neck's okay with that. Exhale, reach up and look down at your navel. Do it again. Inhale, cactus arms, shoulder blades slide in. And exhale, reach up, look down. Again, inhalation. Wrap the shoulder blades behind the heart. Exhale, you're looking at your navel. Last time, big inhale. Broaden the chest. Exhale, reach up, look down. Now from here, keep your arms exactly as they are, and with your next inhale, look forward. Lifting the spine vertically, you're bending in. Okay, from your abdominal lift, can you lengthen your side bodies all the way to your fingertips? A final big inhale. And then with your exhale, two hands touch down, curl the back toes under. Inhale is your plank. Exhale is chaturanga. We're going to come all the way down to the belly and point the toes, pressing the tops of the feet into the ground. Dynamic cobra. With your inhale, lift the chest, elbows hug in. Exhale, rib by rib, release down. Do it again. Inhale, cobra. Wrap the shoulder blades in and down the back. And exhale, release them. Inhalation. Exhalation. Last time, inhale. Lift the chest in your cobra. Pause. Keep breathing here. Elbows squeeze in. Now with your inhale, lift the right leg off the ground. Inner right thigh lifts the leg. And with the exhale, release it down. Keep the chest lifted. Inhale, left leg lifts up. Inner left thigh lifts. Exhale, release. Chest is lifted the whole time. It's just the leg. Inhale, right leg. Spread the toes. Exhale. Left leg, inhale. Good. Exhale, release, chest releases down. Now curl the toes under. Inhales the plank or the half plank. Exhales, downward dog. Slow and steady breath. Good. With your inhale, extend your right leg to the sky. Level your hips with one another. Flex your right foot. Make your legs as equal as they could be. Now we're going to bend the right leg, peel the right hip away from the ground, and reach your left heel down. You're really pinning your left hip underneath you. Keep breathing. Good. Re-extend the right leg, re-level the hips with a big inhale, and then exhale, step or help right foot forward between the hands. Release the back knee down to the ground. We're going to keep the back toes curled under. Fingertips are on the ground, or feel free to use blocks if blocks are helpful for you. The back toes curled under. With your inhale, I want you to lift the top of your chest up a little bit more. And then with your exhale, shift the hips back and fold forward over your front leg. We move dynamically. Inhale, release the back knee down to the ground, lift the top of the chest. And exhale, shift back and fold. Again, inhalation. Top of the chest lifts, back knee drops. Exhale, shift back, fold forward. Do it again, last one. Inhale is the lunge. Exhale, shift back, fold forward over your front leg. Pause here. Now do shorten up the stance. 2 straight legs, back foot's gonna hop forward a little bit. In today's variation, feet are parallel with one another. Square your hips towards your front foot and aim your chest towards your front foot. Okay, all about the breath now. We've created the physical posture. Now it's all about the breath. You're spreading the ball of your right foot. Final round of breath here. Good. And then from here, rebend in your right leg and shoot that left foot way back to the low lunge. We've been here several times, okay, so should feel pretty open by now. Release the back toes, reach your arms to the sky, familiar shape. We're bending in, we're looking for the abdominal lift. But this time we're gonna add on. So right hand to the right side, we prepare to twist. With your inhale, left arm reaches up. And then with your exhale, hook the left elbow to the outside of the right thigh. The palms come together, the elbows move wide apart, and the top of the chest is lifting up. Mechanics of the twist. Find your deepest breath. You're spinning the ribs to the right. Now you can stay here if you feel stable. Curl the back toes under and lift the back knee off the ground. Deep breath. Right side ribs roll back, left side ribs move under and around. Final round of breath. You're going to gently look over your right shoulder. And then from here, slowly untwist, 2 hands touch down. Back foot steps forward to join the front foot. Inhale to arch up halfway. And exhale to fold. Rise with your inhale, big breath, reach up. And with your exhale, hands together at the front. Stay for a round of breath. Again. Inhale, reaching wide enough. Exhale, diving forward into the floor. Inhale, arch up halfway. Exhale, right foot steps way back. Release the back knee down to the ground in the low lunge. We'll reach the arms wide enough, look forward, bend deep into the front leg. And always find that abdominal lift. Okay, we're gonna add movement here, getting into the upper back. So with your inhale, cactus arms, wrap the shoulder blades behind the heart, look up. And with your exhale, reach the arms to the sky and look down at your navel. Do it again. Inhale. Chest opening. Exhale, reach up, look down. Again, inhalation. Exhalation. Do it again. Inhale, cactus arms, last time. Exhale, reach up, look down at your navel. Now keep your arms as they are, and with your next inhale, look directly forward, lifting the spine vertically. From your abdominal lift, you're lengthening your side bodies all the way to your fingertips. One more big inhale. And then with your exhale, 2 hands touch down, curl the back toes under. You step back to plank with the inhale. Exhale's the chaturanga that brings you all the way down to the belly. Point the toes. Tops of the feet pressed down. Dynamic cobra. Inhale, just like we did before. Lift the chest. Maybe there's a little more space to lift up. Exhale's the release. Inhale, cobra. Elbows point straight back as the shoulder blades glide in and down. Exhale, release. Again, inhale. Okay, last one, you're going to hold the cobra, inhale. Make it a baby cobra, meaning the chest doesn't lift as high, but do point the elbow straight back. Now this time you're going to lift both legs off the ground, use your inner thighs, and with your inhale, separate your legs as wide as your mat. And with your exhale, squeeze the legs together, lift the chest. Okay, inhale's the opening, spread the toes. Exhale, zip up the inseams of the legs. Again, inhale, opening. Exhale, closing. Inhale. Good. Exhale. Squeeze in. Now stay here, but with your inhale, lift up, chest and legs. And exhale, release. You curl the toes under. Inhale's the plank or the half plank. Exhale's downward dog. Slow breath here. Inhale your left leg to the sky, flex your left foot, level your hips with one another, make things equal here with both legs. And then bend your left leg. Peel your left hip away from the ground, really reach your right heel down, wrapping that right hip underneath. Good. Re-level the hips, inhale, lengthen the left leg. And then exhale, step or help left foot forward between the hands. Release the back knee down to the ground, but this time I want you to keep your back toes curled under. Fingertips are on the ground, or use your blocks, of course, if you need them. Move dynamically here. So with your inhale, the top of the chest lifts up a little bit. And then with your exhale, shift the hips back and fold forward over your front leg. The inhale, the back knee releases, the top of the chest lifts. And exhale, shift back and fold. Do it again. Inhalation. Exhalation. Last time. Inhale. Exhale, shift back and pause. 2 straight legs. Now do shortless stance. The back foot will hop forward a few inches. We're squaring the hips towards the front foot, and you're aiming your chest towards your left foot. Do spread the ball of your left foot. It's all about the breath now. Slow movement of the breath. final round of breath. Good. And then from here, you're gonna bend into your left leg once again. Shoot that right foot back. We're releasing the back knee down to the ground. Release the back toes. It's our low lunge. Very familiar pose. We've done it several times now, so come into it right away. Bend in, lift the lower belly. What we add on here is equally long side bodies. We're going to try to keep them equally long. Left hand to the left thigh. Inhale, right arm reaches up. We're twisting. Exhale, hook the right elbow to the outside of the left thigh. Palms together, elbows wide, top of the chest lifts. Mechanics of the twist. We exhale that abdominal engagement. Left side ribs roll back. Right side ribs forward and around. And then that option. Pull the back toes under, lift the back knee off the mat option. Final round of breath. Look over that left shoulder. Good. And then from here, two hands touch down. The back foot's going to step forward to join the front foot. Inhale to arch up halfway. And exhale to fold and pause. Bend the legs as much as you need to. We're going to interlace the fingers behind the back and reach the arms away. Other thumb on top, so the awkward clasp. Shoulder blades glide in, dynamic breath. One more big inhale. And then exhale, release the arms. Rise to stand, big inhale, reaching up. Exhale, hands together at the heart. You pause at the top of the mat. I'm going to turn to face you, but you're at the top of the mat. You press the feet into the ground, and with your inhale, reach your arms overhead. We're going to interlace the fingers and flip the palms up. So the palms press the ceiling away as the feet press the ground away. And then find your abdominal lift. Okay, so a big inhale here. With your exhale, side bend to the right, bow and round. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, side bend to the left. Do it again, inhale. Exhale. Again, inhalation. Exhale. Good. Inhale, center. This time when you exhale to the right, pause. Okay. Press the feet into the ground, reach the palms away from the crown of the head. You might let the head rest on your right arm. Deep side bend. Good. And then with your inhale, you're back to center. With your exhale, side bend to the left. Reach away from the crown of the head. The head might even rest on the left arm. Tremendous side bend here. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Good. Inhale, come up. And exhale, releasing the arms. Good. Now, from the top of your mat, I do want you to turn to face me. We're going to separate the legs wide as we prepare for some standing work here. If your block's helpful, have it handy. You can have it handy just close to the tops of the feet, close to that right foot would be good. Okay, arms are going to open wide. We're going to rotate that right leg so toes face the front of your mat. Left heel releases towards the back of your mat. And then bend deep into your right leg. So the right knee is above the ankle. Okay, straight, firm back leg. Look beyond your right fingertips. Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Bending in, I want you to find the abdominal lift. It's going to lengthen your whole torso a little bit more. A big inhale here. And then with your exhale, reach long over your right leg. The elbow will either come to the thigh, or you could grab that block and bring the block underneath the hand, or the hand will come to the ground in the inside of that right leg. Top arm reaches up, this wide wingspan here. Do firm your back leg, we're pinning the right hip underneath. Now we're not twisting here but we are borrowing the mechanics of the twist. So abdominal engagement that helps fuel the ribs, the spinning of the ribs to the left. Rotate that top arm, palm is going to face the top of the mat, reach for the top of the mat. Now we're going to add a little bit of movement here, getting deep into the upper back. So with your inhale, I want you to open that left arm into cactus arm. It's going to help you open your chest. And then with your exhale, re-extend that top arm, very long left side body. Inhale, cactus arm, spin the chest. Exhale, reach and lengthen. Do it again, inhale. Exhale. Last time, big inhale. Exhale, lengthen, pause here. Side angle pose. Really spinning the ribs to the left. Give it one more round of breath. And then that top arm will guide you all the way to stand at your warrior two. Final round of breath, a lot of heat in that thigh. And then straighten your front leg, parallel the feet, release the arms. Second side. Okay, arms open wide. Rotate that left leg, it'll face the back of the mat, right heel forward, bend in, warrior two. Left knee's above the ankle. We have a firm, straight back leg. Look beyond the left fingertips. Now notice the abdominal lift changes the pose, right? It creates this buoyancy. A big inhale. Okay, with your exhale, reach long, either elbow to thigh, or you'll shift that block underneath the hand. Top arm's gonna reach up. So that open wingspan, open chest. Let's rotate the top arm. Palm faces the back of the mat. Reach for the back of the mat. Long right side body. Side angle. We are pinning the left hip underneath as we firm the back leg. Now we're going to add movement. Okay, so with your inhale, right arm, cactus arm, wrap the right shoulder blade behind your heart to open your chest, and then exhale, reach and lengthen. Do it again. Inhale. Exhale, reach and lengthen. Again, inhalation. Exhale. Last time, big inhale. Exhale, reach and lengthen. Pausing here, a final round of breath. You're spinning the ribs to the right. Good. And then from here, the top arm will guide you up. It's your warrior two. Abdominal lift. Good. And then straighten your front leg, parallel the feet, and release the arms. Good. From here, hands on the hips. Feet are parallel with one another. Prasarita Padottanasana. With a big inhale, lift the top of the chest up. Move back a little bit. And then with your exhale, let the top of the chest lead as you come forward into your fold. And you're going to bring your hands to the ground or the block or blocks. Hands as wide as the shoulders. Okay, so with your inhale, keep your hands as they are, but arch up halfway, lengthen the front of your torso. And then with your exhale, fold. You'll walk your hands underneath you if you can. So hands are as wide as the shoulders, fingertips and toe tips face the same direction. The arms will bend, let them bend, arms bend, and then as if you had a block between your elbows, try to squeeze the block. And as you're breathing here, I want you to look for something. Can you lengthen the top of the chest away from the navel? So you're going to feel your whole front torso get a little bit longer. You're shifting the weight forward into the balls of the feet as you lengthen the front of your torso. Here, final round of breath. And slowly walk the hands forward. You're going to walk the hands to the top of the mat, face the top of the mat. We're stepping back to the downward dog. Step on back. You can pause here with slow breath. Or with your inhale, shift forward to the plank. Exhale is the chaturanga. Into the cobra or the upward dog. Shoulder blades gliding down the back. Perhaps upper back is quite open by now. And then with your exhale, it's your downward dog. 2 to 3 rounds of breath. And then end of your next exhale, hop or step or walk the feet forward between the hands. Inhale to arch up halfway. And exhale to fold. Rising to your inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, hands together at the heart. I feel like moving a little bit. We're going to move through a cycle of the sun salutation. So inhales to reaching up. Exhale is the diving forward. Inhale, arch, lengthen, extend. Exhale's the plank. The chaturanga, elbows hug in, your cobra or your upward dog. Firm your thighs as you open your chest. And then exhale, downward dog. Now you're always welcome to stay here in downward dog. It might even be a child's pose moment for you. Okay, or we're going to complete the cycle and we'll be doing one more sun salutation. Okay, so if you're going to move with me, end of exhale, hop or step the feet forward. Inhale to arch and exhale to fold. Rise with your inhale, reach up. Hands together. The crows are really fighting right now. Okay. Moving in the sun salute. Inhale. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, arch, lengthen. Exhale is plank. Chaturanga, maybe upward dog or the cobra. Exhale to downward dog. 2 to 3 rounds of breath. Wherever you are, we're all going to meet back in the downward dog. And with the end of the exhale, complete the cycle, hop or step the feet forward. Inhale to arch and open. And exhale to fold. Rise with your inhale. Reaching up, exhale, hands together at the heart. Okay, you're going to be at the top of your mat. I'm going to turn to face you just so you can see me a little bit better. So at the top of the mat, just pause for a moment, turning the palms forward, letting the eyes close. Preparing for our final standing posture. I have a plan B if this next one doesn't work for your knees. Okay, so you're at the top of the mat. Bring your big toes together. Heels will be slightly apart. Now, I'm going to show you where we're heading and I'll show you the plan B. We're going to be coming into a closed-kneed squat. So you'll be bending your legs. Fingertips can come to the ground at first so that you can really sit down on your heels in this closed-kneed squat. If you know this is too much for your knees, move back a little bit. If you know that this is too much for your knees, then I'm going to have you come into chair pose. So you'll simply be coming to chair and maintaining chair the whole time. So if you're in the squat with me, come on down, and when you're ready, you're going to be placing your hands on your thighs. Do your best to rise high up on the balls of the feet. The abdominal center lifts to help sustain the balance, right? And then if you feel stable, we're going to reach the arms to the sky. So heat builds here in the thighs. It's definitely a foot strengthener and stretcher. Now you can stay here, or palms come together. We're going to twist. A big inhale, elbows wide, and with your exhale, hook the right elbow to the outside of the left thigh. If you're in chair pose, you can do this in chair. Okay, the mechanics of the twist: engage the abdominal muscles, spin the ribs to the left. top of the chest is lifting up. Final round of breath here. Look over that left shoulder. Good. And then from here, slowly untwist. 2 hands touch down. Take a little break in the forward fold. Lift your hips up. You can separate the feet a little bit. Good. And then we prepare for side 2. So big toes together. Either the closed knee squat or chair pose. So come on down. We have to rebuild it, right? Because it's a balancing pose. It takes some concentration. So as you're ready, hands on the thighs, spine vertical. Or high up on the balls of the feet. As you're ready, reach your arms to the sky. You can always stay here, or we're going to add the twist. So the palms come together, elbows wide with your inhale, and exhale, hook the left elbow to the outside of the right thigh. Palms together, elbows wide apart, the top of the chest lifts, the mechanics of the twist here. Looking over your right shoulder. Final round. Good. And then from here, slowly untwist. Again, return to the forward fold, the hips lift, the feet can separate in your mouth. And then from the forward fold, simply root your hands down and step back to your downward dog. Optional vinyasa, a final vinyasa, or just remain still in your downward dog. You're cycling with me, inhales the plank. From your downward dog, we're going to shift forward to plank with the inhale. And exhales the chaturanga, all the way down to the belly this time. Come on down. Take a little pillow with your hands and let the forehead rest. From here, press the tops of the feet into the ground so the thighs firm. And bend your right leg. Bend your right leg, reach back with your right hand to grab your right foot if you can, and begin to pull your heel in towards your hip. You might have to come up on your left forearm to reach back to grab the foot. Also feel free to just use a strap, or you're just reaching and tending to grab the foot. And you're anywhere along the way. Now from here, we're going to begin to add on. So begin to kick back and up into your right hand. It means your right thigh begins to lift off the ground, the chest begins to lift off the ground. Extend your left arm forward. Keep breathing. If you feel stable, lift your left arm off the ground. If you feel stable, lift your left leg off the ground. We're kicking back and up into that right hand. Give it one more big inhale, lift up. And then with your exhale, release down. Let the right ear rest on the ground. Then make that little pillow with the hands. The forehead rests down. Big toes point straight back behind you. Press the tops of the feet into the ground. Thighs firm. Now bend your left leg. Reach back with your left hand to grab your left foot, or whatever variation you did on the first side. And you're drawing your heel towards the hip to begin. Then we add on. Begin to kick back and up into your left hand. The thigh lifts off the ground. The chest lifts off the ground. Reach your right arm forward. And if you feel stable, right arm lifts off the ground. If you feel stable, right leg lifts off the ground. Continue to kick back and up and breathe. And one more big inhale. And then with your exhale, the left ear will rest on the ground. Let the arms rest alongside the body. We're going to do one more back bend. So this one will be symmetrical. Bring your arms alongside the body this time. Tops of the feet press into the ground. Now do place your shoulder blades on the back. If you're able, Dhanurasana. We're going to be bending both legs and reaching back to grab the ankles or the feet. If that's not available, just keep arms and legs straight. You could interlace the fingers. Okay? So Dhanurasana, narrow the knees in towards one another, and then begin to kick back and up. Okay, so the chest lifts off the ground. Breathe deeply. And we need to keep narrowing the knees in towards one another. Two actions here. First action, kick back into your hands. Second action, lift the feet up towards the sky. One more big inhale. Good. With your exhale, release down. Make that little pull with the hands. Relax. From here, we're going to slowly transition. So bring your hands alongside the ribs, curl the toes under. We're simply pressing up to all fours. Come on up to all fours. It's a real wild day here in the garden. I even hear the frogs croaking now, so they're just all coming out for you. So we're going to come into a little bit of movement here. I love the circular movement of the spine after back bending, right? So that's that one where we arch into the cow, we shift the ribs to the right, we round into cat, and we shift the ribs to the left. And we repeat that with stopping, right? So cow, ribs to right, cat, ribs to left. And as you're ready, reverse the direction. I can do whatever it wants. Seated cross legs with the right leg in front. I'm having a giggle because it's like a symphony of animal voices right now. It's beautiful. And hilarious. Okay, so we're sitting tall in Sukhasana cross legs. And Sukhasana is different than the legs just tucked underneath cross legs. So we need to shift the shins forward a little bit more so that there's a triangle shape between the legs. The shins should be parallel with the top of your mat. And we're not crossing at the ankles. We cross right in the center of the shins. Feet are flexed. A big inhale here. And then with your exhale, begin to lengthen the front of the torso as you come forward. So hands can come to the ground. Feel free to add lift if this feels really challenging. You can also go a little bit deeper, come into double pigeon with the right shins backing atop the left. No need to add on. It's helpful to close the eyes and really let the breath guide you deeper into the body. Sukhasana, we're going to come into a twist. This is our twisting practice, so it makes sense that we would have this culminating moment, a final twist. So lift the right knee up. This bottom leg, the left leg, is going to slide all the way under and around for the twist. So you'll shift the right foot to the outer thigh. And just make sure you're balancing your sit bones on the ground. You could always straighten this bottom leg out. This is too much. Okay, so right hand behind you on the ground. Left hand is going to reach up, big inhale. And then with your exhale, either hug the top knee or hook the elbow to the outside of the thigh. We're twisting to the right. With every inhale, I want you to lift the top of your chest up, lengthen your side body. And with every exhale, the abdominal muscles hug in as you spin the ribs to the right. Repeat that. Inhale's the lengthening. Exhale, right side ribs roll back, left side ribs forward and around. Final round of breath. Look over the right shoulder. Good. And then from here, slowly untwist. Look forward. Just a little counter twist to the second side. And then we're preparing, come back to center for Sukhasana on the second side. So release the legs. It's the left leg that will be in front. Okay, we're crossing up the shins. The feet are flexed. Shins slightly forward, a big inhale. And then with your exhale, lengthen your front torso as you come forward. We're going to lift that left knee up, step the left foot down, and it's this right leg that slides under and around, or can remain extended forward. Shift the left foot to the outer right thigh. Sit bones balance on the ground. Okay, we're twisting. Left hand on the ground back behind you, right arm reaches up, big inhale. And then exhale, you either hug the knee or hook the elbow as we begin to twist to the left. Inhales to lengthen your side bodies, and use your exhale to deepen the twist to the left. Every round of breath. We know with exhale, the abdominal center draws in, left side ribs roll back, right side ribs forward and around. Final round of breath. Look over that left shoulder. Good. And then from here, slowly untwist that little counter twist to the second side. Good. And then come back to center. You're going to release your legs right out in front of you as you recline on your back. Come on back. And pull the knees into the chest. To end with the happy baby. The soles of the feet face the sky. You grab the outer edges of the feet if you can, or ankles or shins. Okay, feet and knees move wide apart. Pull down on your feet as your feet press back up into your hands. Final round of breath. And then releasing into your Shavasana. So arms and legs extend, palms face up.
slowly rotate onto your right side. Roll onto your right side so that the head can rest on the right arm for a moment. See the ground away, slowly make your way up to the final seat. Space up, the backs of the hands rest on the thighs. You're just surveying the space, the internal space, to all this deep work we've done with deep twisting and deep breathing. At this point, it may feel like there is more internal space, more ease to the breath. The palms together.